Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today's video is going to be a juicy video. I think it's juicy. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about resistance, specifically resistance in doing the things that you want to do, your dream job or your dream career. And obviously, this is going to be on a more serious note. We're going to use the phrase that I used last time, my handy dandy microphone. So sit down, grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab some food to eat. Or if you're just listening and tuning in like that, that is okay too. I'm going to be piggying back on what I said in the last video. So if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. Yeah, there's millions of people probably that are doing jobs that they don't want to do or careers that they don't want to do. And they're obviously upset with themselves. But also, I think not trying the jobs that you want to do, like for example, if you want to be a videographer, a painter, a writer, a singer, a skateboarder, any artistic jobs, like even an animator. Like a lot of people who want to be doing those types of jobs or any jobs that make you feel happy or creative, they're not doing it because obviously they're, scared of it, they're afraid of it. There is a lot of resistance, and resistance comes from within and without. But today I'm going to be discussing resistance within. And thanks to the book, The War of Art, it actually helped me make this video. So thank you to the author. I'm not sure of the name, but thank you. There are 4 different types of resistance that I will be talking about in this video, and there are others. And if you want to leave in the comments down below what type of resistance you're going through or what type of other resistance that you think contributes to why people aren't doing the things that they want to do and becoming the artist in all different fashions of life, why they're not doing that. So, resistance, obviously, it comes from within and without, like I just said. But a lot of people internalize resistance and use that internalization of resistance and turn it into criticism. People criticize other people who are doing the things that they want to do and pursuing the jobs that maybe you want to do. Like, for example, in your life, you may be, I guess, talking about or criticizing someone that's in your friend group, a family member, or someone even that you're kind of looking up to on Instagram, and you're criticizing them for what they do. Like a lot of people criticize, I guess, Instagram influencers because it's the easy way of, getting money, and it's a easy it's a it's seen as a easy profession, although actually being an influencer is really hard. A lot of people don't just blow up. It takes time and patience, and people have to keep posting their pictures. Even on YouTube, people have to keep posting their videos. On podcasts, people have to keep posting. Like, people have to take action and be professional and do the things that they need to do to achieve that. But there's some people, and I've probably done it myself, but I look at influencers and I'm just like, oh my goodness, like it's so easy to be an influencer. Or like, why are they, even if I see up and coming influencers, I'm like, why are they posting this picture? Like, their outfit doesn't look good, or what they're selling, it's not gonna sell. And the criticism, it starts within. I am, in a way, and maybe you too, you're jealous of what the other person has, and you wish that you were in that position as well. So that's why you have resistance, and the resistance turns into criticism, because it's like, okay, they're doing better than me. So, and they're doing better than me, and they're achieving their dreams. So let me talk about them to make myself better, to make my resistance, I guess, a little bit bigger and a little bit, yeah, I guess make my resistance a little bit bigger and also my ego. So when you see this in yourself or when you see this in others, maybe actually let's start with within ourselves. It starts within ourselves first, but maybe instead of criticizing that person, maybe come up with one or two good things of why that person is doing what they're doing. So if you have a friend or a family member that's trying out a new profession, instead of criticizing them and being like, maybe it's in your head, or maybe you've even told them, instead of saying like, oh, you're not going to make enough money, or oh, you're too old, or oh, you don't have the look, instead be like, that's awesome. I'm proud that you're achieving the things that you want to do. It's going to take patience and time, but at least you're doing it, and I'm proud of you. And that actually kind of diminishes our resistance within ourselves and within the things that we want to do. The next type of resistance, which is probably like a really hard resistance to get through, is self-doubt. When you do have resistance and self-doubt comes, how do I say it? Let's do the circle example. So if you do have resistance, resistance is in the circle and criticism is in there as well, and also there's self-doubt in that circle. So when you have self-doubt, you're feeding into that circle. You're feeding into that resistance. And instead of looking at self doubt as a negative thing, you can turn it around and look at it as a positive. So, obviously, you want to do this certain thing, you want to be this certain person, you want to have this certain job, and you're doubting yourself and you're feeding into that resistance. So, obviously, you kind of have to look into that self doubt within the resistance. So it's like you're kind of further pinpointing into the circle. And when you look at self doubt, it indicates that you really want to do that thing, that you really enjoy doing that thing. You're passionate about it. That's why you're so doubtful of yourself. And with self doubt, when you want to do those things, you always ask other people's advice instead of looking within. And when you look within, it's so scary. So you're like, okay, let me look around me. Let me ask advice from all of these people, like my friends and my family, or anybody who listens, and ask them to validate if you're doing the right thing, if you're on the right path. And that is where you can go wrong. And also you can go right. There's certain people that's going to be like, yeah, go for it, do it. Like, why not? And there's other people that are going to be like, okay, it's going to be like the same things that you said when you criticize people. Like, are you going to make enough money? Are you old enough? Are you ready? Are you too busy? Yeah. So the self doubt, it starts to become bigger because you're asking people who don't know you. You are the only person who knows yourself. You know the wants, you know your beliefs, you know your morals, and you know your standards. So, why are you asking other people if you should do something that you really feel like you should do? For that one, you need to validate yourself. And you need to be like, I'm going to do it no matter how hard, no matter how many times I fail, and no matter how long it takes. I'm going to do it and I'm going to prove myself wrong. Yeah, you're going to prove others wrong, but it first starts with you. You're going to prove yourself wrong. You're going to be like, "Okay, I did it." No matter what the conclusions come to or what the results come to, you did it. So, that's another thing in resistance. Next in that resistance circle is fear, which also plays a role in self doubt and criticism. They all play a role within one another. With fear, it's a gut feeling. When you are so resistant to doing something, you feel it in your gut. You are so fearful that it's like your stomach kind of turns. It's a defense mechanism because it's like, okay, I am scared to be on this path, to be on that journey. But the more fearful that you are, it gives you more reasons to why you should do it. It's basically kind of like your intuition with fear. Like, for example, when we were in the prehistoric times, they were fearful of animal attacks. They would get that gut feeling that, okay, something's wrong. There's going to be, something's wrong. There's an animal near me. There's someone that I don't know that's near me. And they get that feeling. So it gives them the opportunity to defend themselves and get ready to run or to fight. It's a fight or flight response. So with fear, it's like your intuition is telling you you need to fight for it. Your intuition is telling you, hey, you don't need to run from this. You need to fight for it. You need to fight for the things that you want in life, the places and the positions that you want in life. It can be in a career, be in other aspects. If you want to try something new and your gut feeling is telling you, okay, like, I'm very nervous about doing this, I'm very fearful about doing it, it gives you a reason to stop and be like, okay, I need to fight for it. Yes, yes, going down a new path is so scary. So scary. And you might fail. At least you can say that you tried. Probably heard the saying that you don't want to die and feel like you haven't did the things that you want to do in life. You haven't really fulfilled all the things that you wanted in life. So instead of, being on your deathbed and realizing, hey, I didn't start this band. Like you really wanted to do like you really wanted to be in a band and you didn't start it. And you're on your deathbed like, hey, I didn't even finish that. I didn't even tick that off of my list. And it makes you sad. So instead, you can turn that thought of you on your deathbed not doing the thing that you want to do and be like, okay, yes, I feel you in my gut fear. I know that I have to fight for something. I have to fight for the things that I want in life. So instead of using that resistance in a negative way, you're like, shooting it in its target. You're shooting it in its gut. And it's like, okay, I'm ready. All of these things in the resistance circle can be turned around into a positive rather than looked at as a negative. The most important thing is that no matter if you fail in what you want to pursue, as long as you kept trying and were patient, it made you grow. It taught you some life lessons that you needed to know. So it wasn't all for nothing. And, when you are on your deathbed, you can be like, hey, I did it. I tried it. Maybe I failed terribly, but I tried it. And I'm happy that I tried it. Also, in resistance is love. And I know that's like a weird thing to say, but when you resist a path so much, when you resist not doing the things that you want to do, you miss out on love. You love that. You're passionate about whatever you're passionate about. You truly love it. If you feel resistance to something, it means that you're truly passionate about it. Once you take action towards that path, there is going to be resistance at the beginning. Like, probably for the first mile, there's going to be resistance. It's going to be all rocks. It's going to be so much stuff, for miles and maybe miles and miles and miles ahead. But once you get through the hardships of the path, you're going to see the gratification. Although it is delayed, it is gratification that you did it. It's satisfaction that you went through that path. You learned the life lessons that you needed to learn. And now you're at a smooth pavement. You're where you need to be. So instead of rationalizing why you shouldn't do the things that you want to do. Rationalize why you should. Rationalize and turn criticism into positive, constructive feedback. Turn self doubt into compassion toward yourself and understanding. Turn fear into this intuitive gut feeling that you need to fight for it. Turn that into love. Love your passion and continue doing it. Continue being present, patient, and understand that you're going to fail. No matter what, you're going to fail. But as long as you keep trying, you can achieve the things that you want to do. Take all of these people who are successful people. It took them so much time. They didn't just get it in one go. They didn't get to where they are in one go. It took time. It took a lot of effort. It took a lot of failures. But they kept trying, so they did it. I will leave you here with that. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. Please like and subscribe. I am so happy that you stayed here this long. I will leave here with a few affirmations. I can do anything that I put my mind to, even if I fail. If I fail, I will keep trying and trying until I succeed. Failure doesn't faze me. It motivates me to keep going. So keep going. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Where'd you go? Oh, you know how I've been living without you. Daydreaming on a cloud with you.